Minister, 1 week on from the protests around victim blaming in our courts and from an international spotlight on what's going on with regard to rape in this country, I want to ask you two things about promised legislation. You announced a Savvy report at last, after many years, but the Rape Crisis Centre, and I'd say the entire country, is wondering why it will take 5 years to conduct this research. The purpose of research is to be up to date, not to be 6 years old. And surely, if you put more money in, you'll get the answers back a lot quicker. So 150,000 for the first year is far too small. You must get that research done quicker. The second is comments in court. Minister, you made a very inappropriate comment about a full-blooded defence on the television the other night in response to the type of remarks that are absolutely rape apology and paedophile apology remarks by barristers, in the sense of only being held down once, that the perpetrator did not realise the person wasn't consenting, a child, and things like this man was not violent. Minister, how long are these disgusting comments going to be allowed? We don't need to wait for a review to tell us that they're wrong. And we have to stop apologising for rapists in our court.
The Deputy asks two questions. Firstly, I want to acknowledge her welcome for the Savvy 2 report. And I wish to assure her that this is a major piece of work. It will take a number of years to progress. I'm not going to second-guess the CSO in the context of the time, but I can assure the Deputy in the House that this will be the most comprehensive piece of work ever undertaken in that area. And that's my commitment, and that there will be a sufficient level of resource available to allow the survey take place. And I want to acknowledge indeed the welcome and support of all the advocacy groups who were interested in this issue, and I wish to assure them through you, Ceann Comhairle, that I will continue to engage with them. On the second question, I wish again to assure Deputy Coppinger of my active engagement on this issue. There is a working group which has been engaged in active work on this issue over the past few months under the chair of Professor Tom O'Malley of UCG, a considered expert in this area, covering the issues as raised by the Deputy not only now but on previous occasions, and I would expect to have that report within weeks.